Hi, Mark Sturgess here from Mark Sturgess Golf Coaching. Today we're going to tell you how to warm up properly and get ready for your round. So I'm going to warm up for my round today. I'm teeing off in 30 minutes. I'm going to show you how you should prepare like the pros do and get ready for that first tee, rather than get straight out of the car and walk to that first tee. So first of all, I'm going to loosen up and I'm going to do a couple of stretches with a couple of clubs. Just get a little bit of loosening up going on. Just get the feeling of my shoulders and arms working before I hit any shots. Just do this for a couple of minutes, get some stretches and get the feeling of just loosening up them muscles. I'm then going to start with my most lofted wedge and just start hitting some 10 yard, 20 yard, 30 yard shots and building up the length of the swing as I go. And just build up so that I'm not swinging at full pace straight away. There we go, a couple of wedges like that. I'd spend 5 minutes on my wedges, building them up to full swing. Then I'm going to go into the middle irons in the bag. I'm going to grab out an 8 iron. Here we go. Just going to start doing a few full swings with my 8 iron. Just getting used to the feeling of the tempo and the speed of the club. Probably hit 5 minutes of mid irons and then work through the bag. Then be up into my longer iron. So here's my 5 iron. Just the same thing, just concentrating on keeping the tempo smooth, making sure my ball position's right. So 5 iron a little bit further forward. There we go. And then work into hybrids and then driver. I'll hit a few drivers. Now I'm loosened up. Just get the feeling of a couple of full speed swings with driver. Making sure that I get a nice speed there. Bang, perfect. Once I've done that, I'll bring a few more wedges just to slow the rhythm and the tempo back down. So I'm not walking out now to the putting green with a quick swing in mind. I'll just do a few more wedges there just to finish, pitch into that 30-yard target over there and just get the rhythm. So I've worked through all the clubs. I'm nicely loosened up and I've got a nice rhythm going. Now I'm going to head outside to the short game area. So here we are at the short game, part 2 of the warm-up prep before we get to the first tee. Teeing off in about 15 minutes now. I'm going to do a little few chip and runs to start with. Just get a feeling of building a strike up and just getting a feeling of distance control. So just short ones to start with. Just working to them closer flags. There we go. There we go, chip and run, a couple of feet to the right. Just working on my pace. And then I'll go through a couple of them. I'll go to different flags. Then I'll start chipping with a little bit of loft, just so I'm practicing all the different shots, looking at where I'm going to land the ball. So I'm just going to play a little bit more of a lofted shot, 54-degree wedge. There we go. So I'm just practicing through the bag on the different lofts. That will also help me work on my low point, getting my strike absolutely correct and using different clubs. Right, so just before we tee off, last thing, let's get some putting in. Let's get the speed of the greens. That's going to help me understand the break and the speed. Just put a few balls down, just a few different distances. Not important that I hold them, it's just about trying to get the speed. There we go, nice. A little bit further away. Just broke a bit more, and then a bit further away again. I'll do that for about 5 minutes and then just get the speed of the greens and then we're off to the first tee. So here we are, first tee here at Kingsway. I'm now fully warmed up. I've done my warm up, my chipping, my putting. I'm walking to the first tee, having a little look. 260 the hole. I'm going to just plan it before I play it, as I've told you before. I'm going to work backwards. I'm going to say, right, I want to leave myself about 90 yards in. So I'm looking at the bunker on the right, which I'm going to laser, use my rangefinder. So that bunker is 166. So I want to be just left of that bunker. I've got lots of room left of it. So I'm gonna take a 5-iron out, try and hit it about 180, which should leave me, hopefully, a sort of a nice full sandwich in on about 80 yards. So I'm just going to look at my best teeing position as well. Always look if the tee's uneven, try and feel where you want to aim. So here, I'm going to use the right-hand side of the tee and aim down the left side where there's more room. And from this position, I'm going to just have a look at where I want to go, drawing my line and tee the ball up. Always use a tee, even if it's a low tee, you've got the advantage of using it. People who hit irons off the deck, you're making it harder, especially on your first shot. So got my thing down there, routine, target is the gap in the trees, practice swing, and then I'm ready to pull the trigger. That should finish bang center. That's finished about the 180, maybe a fraction more, but it's left me in perfect position. That was all set up by how I warmed up. I haven't come straight from the car to the tee and no idea of how to swing the club. I've done my routine, I've done range, chipping, putting. Only took me 30 minutes, but it's a valuable 30 minutes that will improve your golf. Hope this helps. Any more tips and drills, look at my YouTube channel on the link below.